inventoried up, and we are gonna get into this business. I think, yeah. Now my CPU usage looks better. Everything looks good. So stream still should look good. I would imagine it didn't make major changes, but just minor ones. All right. World 500 by Lit. Oh, holy crap! Lit's at 500. Jesus.
What?
That's what someone.
Isn't that what it says on the leaderboard?
No, I didn't even. How do you check the leaderboard?
It's somewhere there. I don't know. I haven't looked.
I just saw someone in text chat say that. I wish I knew where to check the leaderboard. Let's figure that out before we go in, I guess. I'll ask.
Lit is at 118 according to Killer Bunny.
Oh, then this person's just a liar.
Yeah. They're probably being hyperbolic. You know he'll be the first one to 500 anyway.
Yeah, I just imagine that 500 is probably harder than high. I don't know, because like high rage telos is hard, but you just have to eat damage. In here, like, your accuracy goes down. Like, that's what's gonna make this hard for even people who are good. Like, there's no way you can fix accuracy. Like, it's basically what they do is they make you less and less accurate to monsters the higher level you get. It's, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, is that why one of the most upvoted Reddit posts is? It says, "Past World 100, I splash more than my dog when I'm trying to give her a bath."
Yes, that's exactly why it says that.
Fair enough.
Bunny, do you know where the leaderboards are here?
I can look for them if you want. I might have made up the fact that there's leaderboards.
There's supposed to be, because you're supposed to, have to compete with your friends. Like, that's kind of.
Yeah, I thought there was leaderboards, but
the whole point of streaking is to like compete with your friends. So they must be.
That's who gets arrested first.
Exactly.
If you streak through a nudist colony, are you really just going for a jog?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
I think it's a valid question. I don't see a leaderboard, but I mainly just jumped in around an hour ago. Just went. All right, you know what? I'm going to stop. Maybe we'll find the leaderboards later. I don't want to keep the people who are here to see some worlds get shattered.
People want to see a world get shattered.
Let's do it. All right, we're doing blood money, which gives us more anima per kill. Cause we all about.
All right, we're playing Hitman.
We all about that blood. Yeah, exactly. All right, what do we got here? We got golems and we got giant gorillas. I've been on this world, something similar to this world before.
That joke. That's what I'm here for.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Ow! God dang it.
I think I'll probably get 108. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get 108 range this stream, probably. So, got that to look forward to.
How's the combat XP in here?
It's super shit currently. But when I did the third, when I did the super hard challenge earlier, I was getting like 700 to 800k an hour. So it's good once you get to high floors. But lower floor, and it's probably good at lower floors for the difficulty. It's just not good like for my level.
Fair enough. It looks pretty good.
It's about it's about 100k an hour. I would. Well, it's about 100k an hour at like floor 20. I haven't checked recently.
I'll
bring up rune metrics so we can keep an eye on it.
Cool. I noticed that you can buy Slayer contracts in here, like. That probably is not the most effective way to slay, but like that to me is really cool because I kind of like this, despite the fact of me not liking combat very much.
So you can buy Slayer contracts, and you can buy and you can do regular Slayer tasks in here.
Yes.
So not just so like if you have a Slayer task for like I have an Arrows one. I haven't found any arrows in here yet, but if I found them, I would be doing my Slayer task, which is pretty sweet. I have a Slayer contract right now for elementals. It is 52. Once I get that done, we can find out how much XP I get for that shit. Don't melee, super hard challenge. Yeah, I would say don't melee. It appears like melee at all is bad. you basically want to range from what even like David was saying earlier. And if you wanna min-max range, get some mechanized Chinchompas and use those, which I might do. I forgot I was gonna do that, or else I would have done it before the stream. But maybe a little bit later we'll get some mechanized Chinchompas and try those things out.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah. But I am getting laggy audio here for a second.
96K animal.
What was I gonna say about? Oh yeah, the range is basically broken, or not range. Melee is basically broken, or not working, not worth using in here. And range
Suffering from like, from what I understand, like invisible wall issues.
Yeah, a lot, and even like range. Like I didn't even realize. If you watch the first stream I did, I didn't even realize the invisible walls were what was happening. I was just getting annoyed that shit wasn't dying. But yeah.
I was just wondering why my character needed to be in melee range to do anything.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand that it was due to invisible walls, but that makes sense.
It does. It was funny because I saw you in Discord respond. Oh, we found Mount Alexander. Look at all that
nice.
all that anima he just
Murder. Murder. I love the delay.
Blood Barrage is pretty good for AoE damage. I will probably switch to that when I get up in the 80s. Yeah, I thought about trying out Blood Barrage as well.
Yeah. Little extra HP is always nice coming in.
Yeah, I imagine that like the T87 bow from Bounty Hunter would be super useful here, because it has that make every ability in AoE spec.
Yeah.
So if you were to camp that spec, it would probably be pretty sweet. Have you gotten any cool modifiers, Mage? I mean, you didn't push super high.
I didn't go far enough. All I got was like crackling and vampirism and pumped up and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I've only seen positive ones too.
Yeah, I've only had one world so far that only had 3 negatives. It seems completely RNG based as to how many negatives you get. But yeah, I
wonder if that RNG ever tilts out of your favor the higher you go, or if it's just a flat RNG.
It definitely does. I saw people complaining that like
okay.
100 plus, it starts getting like
ridiculously
bad.
hard, or
yeah,
just stacking negative modifiers.
That's my only frustrating thing about this update is I don't know if they nailed the higher balance. Like, to me, they almost should have done this update in a way where, not like Dungeoneering where you make the armor, but where you earn the armor from going through. Like, so where everybody here would be dropping armor, much like other roguelikes, because then you could make like overpowered armor. Like, we could have like tier 120 armor in here, say, but it couldn't
that would be cool.
Couldn't be used out of this area, of course, right? It could just be used in Shattered Worlds.
Dungeoneering.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that would have worked better because it would have allowed them to do the stuff with accuracy they want to do, because then you could you just unlock a tier 120 sword and then go fuck that shit up.
If this is what Dungeoneering was, I would be so happy.
Just
a cool mini game that has a cool reward shop and is self-sustaining and requires you to come back to recharge its rewards.
So here we've got zombie apocalypse. Defeat an enemy can summon a terrifying undead brood. So that summons zombie chickens. We've got Evil Bob. Evil Bob is hunting you down to feast on your summoning points and your prayer points, and then your run energy. Like it. But we have a good one called Honorable. You deal more damage to adjacent enemies and take more damage from enemies at range. Oh shit! So that's like a neutral perk there.
It's a trade-off.
It's a good melee perk but I'm not.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna go with Honorable because it sounds better than the other two, but still not great because I'm ranging.
Changes up your play style a little bit, yeah.
Oh god, and we got Takar Zex in here, how you pronounce those.
Huh?
Yeah. Those things are freaking some of the hardest stuff I've run into. Did you run into Ripper Demons at all in your run?
Thankfully not, no.
You
the most I ran into are mini Araxes, which were scary enough just to look at, even though they did no extra like no frightening damage. They were still scary.
Yeah, luckily they're like Rax's ads. Luckily there aren't any bosses in here. Although I think it would be better if there were bosses like every like 10 or 20 levels.
Toss some God Wars Dungeon 1 and 2 bosses in here. I think the problem with the 2 is actually probably the way the AI is designed, but you could easily throw God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses in here.
Yeah. Yeah, and just make them HP sponges. Like, just give them like 100k health or something.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be fun. Just for the funds.
I took honorable. It isn't that since I am pretty low level. It may change up at later levels. It isn't that bad, I guess is what you meant to say. Zek equals Russian prisoner and the name of the leader of the Ferengi in Star Trek. Interesting. Oh wow, my overload's already running low. Alright, I want a soul split.
What about the music? I hear the music here is amazing.
It really is.
I heard a couple of tracks. I heard your sick Skrillex joke in the previous video. I was like, yeah, this is pretty sweetly remixed. I'm thinking some possible new like RuneScape weekly like countdown music might be in here.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, they're getting like... I mean, I recognize some of the themes, but I imagine there's a lot of songs in here that are RuneScape songs that I just don't recognize.
Yeah.
And they did a super good job of like making them work. I mean, I personally like the dubstep current theme that RuneScape is on. I hope they don't overplay it, you know, because they've been doing it a lot recently. It hasn't gotten old yet, but especially
it will eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with like one dubstep remix with every few songs they release, but don't like make every music track now dubstep. Yeah.
And I think Shattered Worlds lends itself very well to this type of music. Like, you want something that's fast paced and like getting your
That's an impressive Scrabble word.
Heart pumping. Used it in Scrabble. Nice. Yeah, you got the Z in there. Z's some good points.
Yeah, right? Especially if you got that Z on like a modifier tile or something. I don't know. Who knows what this man's life is like.
Yeah.
Living on the edge, possibly.
Alright, let's get on to 35.
Dun, dun, dun. Is there a checkpoint every 5 worlds, or what's up?
Yeah, every 5.
Cool. You also get a reset on your modifiers then, right?
Yeah. Which is weird, because I guess you start getting modifiers more later, but like, they have a spot, if you have the bar big, they have a spot for 10 modifiers, and I'm like, how would you ever get 10 modifiers?
That's what I was thinking. The same thing. If it resets every 5, why was there so many slots? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's possible to get more than one modifier at later levels. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's the only thing I can think of. Because that seemed a little bit silly, but it wouldn't be the first time a Jagex interface was a little bit silly.
That's fair. Yeah, and once again, they made a huge interface, and I just instantly made the small version of it, because, like, well, actually not instantly. It took like an hour to notice the button, but as soon as I saw the button, I was like, I'm just going to use the small version of this UI, because I don't know why you think...
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I have the option of this taking... You know, I like my game window, like I like my dashboard on my vehicle, unobstructed of large objects. I want to be able to see what's in front of me, what's coming at me.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand data is useful. You know, like, I want to know how fast I'm going, but it should take up the least amount of space in my frontal vision as possible.
Totally agree.
And that's how I feel about game interfaces.
Especially when they're ones that are like always on your screen. Like, if I'm pulling up my wardrobe interface, sure, that can be big. It's not always on my screen, but like this modifier interface, it's always on my screen. Why are you making that shit big? Oh fuck, Ripper
Yeah.
Demons.
Oh, imitation orc. Just like, it sounds like a product, you know, like imitation crab. Don't worry, it's not real orc meat, it's imitation orc. Fatty, what do you mean by why did they make 4K worlds? What are we talking about?
Oh, I think you can go up to like World 4K.
Oh, why did they make 4,000 shattered worlds? I believe the reason why it caps out around 4K is because that's when they hit the integer limit for HP. So I hope that helps.
But also, like, probably wondering, like, why go that high because no one's ever going to get there. And I guess...
Well, no one ever can, yeah. It's because it's procedurally generated.
Yeah, but also, I mean, with enough power creep, you know, like 10 years from now, someone could get 4K or something.
That's very true. That's very true. I mean, yeah, the reason why it's specifically 4K and not 5K is because it literally hits the integer cap for HP. So that's that. But yeah, you never know. And like, yeah, another 10 years, hitting like 4,000 might be possible due to power creep.
Well, there was something I wanted to... Oh, darn, the stupid UI isn't showing up. Oh, wait, that's the minigames UI. I know what that is. Okay. Edit mode... Gameplay HUD. No,
and they didn't screw themselves like they screwed themselves with Dungeoneering at floor 61 here. Like, I swear to God, this is just Dungeoneering done right.
I mean, a lot of people have definitely been saying that. Okay, so we have Blood Money, Electric.
As soon as I saw the preview of this, like the preview stream a couple of weeks ago, I was like, this is Dungeoneering 2.0. I've been saying it since then, and I'm probably not the only one. But the more and more I see it, yeah.
I just don't fully agree with it because Dungeoneering has a lot more in it than just combat. Like
I agree with you there.
I realized
I will agree with you there.
My problem with Dungeoneering is how the community has treated it. I still think that skill is more skill-like and more fun when you don't rush floors. But
I will give you that it becomes a more enjoyable experience. But it feels like a classic dungeon crawler, and I don't feel like a dungeon crawler in of itself is a skill. It's an activity that requires skills, but that's just me.
Yeah, but I think Dungeoneering is supposed to be like the exploration skill, and I think that's kind of what they're...
If that's what it was supposed to be, then I'm sorry, Andrew. I love you. You changed my life forever, but... even heroes get it wrong sometimes. There's a song in there somewhere.
I think, to me, my personal biggest problem with Dungeoneering is the community and how it's become like
I will agree
rush
with you
floors
that the community
thing.
has made it, a gross experience. Like, there's just no reason.
Cause like honestly, it's the best XP in the game for most skills. If you actually take the time to do the skilling nodes. Sure. They're only
nobody does.
Yeah, almost nobody does.
Which is, if that's how people played Dungeoneering, where it was totally acceptable and encouraged to skill inside there, and that actually benefited like the XP level of the floor and whatnot, you would hear me talking about Dungeoneering completely differently. The problem is the way people have built it to min-max is it's rush to find the boss as soon as possible, kill the boss, and just not complete each room, discover each room, and get out as soon as possible. Yep. And that's what makes me really disappointed about Dungeoneering.
I totally agree there. That's why my preferred method is solo Dungeoneering, to be honest, because then I can do the skilling stuff. And especially as someone who's not maxed yet, like, it's totally worth my time to do the skilling.
Dungeoneering is just... it clearly feels like it was meant for people, and... you know it would be so much more enjoyable if it was with your friends, and the XP rates would be better. And it's just so sad that that's just how it has to be. But no, I am, you know, it is what it is.
We just got to put together a slow Dungeoneering team who likes to take it slow.
I suppose you just chill Dungeoneering, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so World 4K mobs have over 2 billion health. Yeah, so I saw people talking about that. Shawnee in like 3K was getting it for like 14, was getting hit for like 14,000 HP, so I don't think anyone is really going much into the 3Ks. Okay, That's interesting. I haven't watched that stream yet. I might watch it now that I've played Shattered Worlds. I didn't want to spoil myself for what it was going to be like, so I skipped it. It's interesting today on Reddit, the community, like, when I first woke up, the community was like, oh my god, thank you, Jagex, finally a good update this year. And then, like, by this afternoon, once people were hitting World 100, like,
they just change.
Yeah, it was completely, there were still the thank you posts up high, but then there were the posts like the one you were talking about. The person's like, I splash as much as my dog, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Conjures zones of zombies. All right, so I think we're going to be Resident Zombies here. I've never done this one before, so let's see what it's like.
Yeah, I've never used that one either. This should be interesting.
I wish that they would let you frickin' freedom and anticipate while reading that screen, because I kind of rushed through it there because I wanted to get to this part and not miss not lose my adrenaline. I'm on world 37.
Thank you. I need to get some liquids. My throat is like falling apart over here.
You can see the world in the top left here, by the way, right by.
You can't though because you have a thing over it.
Oh, I do. my bad.
Yeah.
That's see, I was like top left. There's not going to be anything there, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. I didn't say anything because it's providing very important information.
It's going good, Sunwood. If you want to hang out in Discord, by the way, you're welcome to join us, buddy. Whoop, 108 range. There we go. Got the level.
108 range. Very nice. Should be. Where am I in cooking? Am I done with cooking yet? No. I got 4.7 million cooking to 117.
There. Now that box is no longer in the way of seeing the dungeon floor. I moved
How's it going?
Moved it down. Hey, Sudwood.
Hey, Sud. Cool.
Moved it
things
right.
Things are viewable now.
So yeah.
I see you. You currently have angry four-leaf clover, death by lightning, the power of Gothics, and cold vagina are current active modifiers.
Cold vagina, I think is showing you what world I'm on.
Oh, my apologies.
But
you're in the cold vagina dimension.
Yeah, I'm in the cold vagina dimension.
So what's this thing like? I haven't.
Wear a fur coat.
It's very much like a roguelike. Like we were talking about that one roguelike the other day.
It's a little Diablo.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, I love those. I might have to check it out then.
Yeah, I actually like it.
Yeah, it is super fun. It has some balance issues at the higher level because I think it gets too hard too fast. They basically make it so that your accuracy goes down like super quick, like level 1 or world 100 plus, which I think is kind of problematic because you have, like, you know, in other roguelikes, like, you get better armor and then you start fucking that higher level shit up, but in like RuneScape, you're already wearing your best armor and you still can't fuck the shit up basically. So that's a problem, but I think they'll tweak that.
You can't like earn rewards that increase your accuracy after each run or something?
No, it basically uses all your stuff from the overworld. We were actually talking about that earlier, and I think something like dropping armor, or even like you just said, like even rewards, even if they just dropped sigils. Yeah. Sigils are the new thing, right? If they just had sigils that were only usable in here that gave you like 50% more accuracy, that would even be good. Something like that, I think, is needed.
Have you ever played like Rogue Legacy?
No, I've heard a lot about it, but I've never played it.
But yeah,
there's footage of me playing Rogue Legacy somewhere on the RuneScape Weekly channel.
Just using like points you gain from the thing to unlock better accuracy at higher levels would be a way of doing it. So that way you have to play through the lower stuff first, but eventually you'd be able to do it with your gear.
Yeah.
Rogue Legacy it was so much fun.
I never beat the third boss.
That's the one part they missed in this is adding stuff like that, especially because it would just be great to have these monsters drop more than just anima. Like, if there was a chance to drop other stuff, I think it would keep interest a bit better. But I think that stuff's easy to add later. Like the core of a roguelike is here in like a very good way. All right, so we got unstable rifts. Rifts appear around the world, which will teleport you to other rifts. Laser load stones. Unstable crystal shards appear around the world. Touch them to create barriers between them that will harm you and the enemy. Damn. Zone of suffering. Conjure zones of suffering. They will deplete your summoning points, then your prayer points, and then your life points. Those sound fucking terrifying. Let's try out the laser lodestones. They sound fun.
Laser lodestones. That sounds like a microtransaction you could add to like actual like cosmetic lodestones as a cosmetic.
Kind of does.
Are you sick of boring old lodestones? Upgrade to laser lodestones for extra particle effects.
And they have a 0.05% chance of instantly killing you.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Just because.
I like
That'd
that.
be great
one.
if everything that added particle effects also added a very tiny
Or
chance to instantly kill you.
if particle effects are actually like indicative of radiation, and like you just end up with like radiation sickness and poisoning from just too many particles.
I forget, does RuneScape 3 have like draw on the floor where AoEs are gonna be and stuff?
Sometimes when they feel like
it is now. These AoEs are friendly AoEs, but yeah,
That's good.
you'll see the green marks
Sometimes
if you're
when
watching.
it feels like it, and they don't bug out,
RuneScape-
right, Mage?
RuneScape doesn't understand the definition of the word consistency, so it's, you know, some bosses things are drawn on the ground, other bosses not so.
Well, and RuneScape has this
Also-
terrible habit of making AoEs blend in with the environment, which is like, that's the exact
Yeah.
opposite fucking reason why I want those there. I want them to stand the fuck out. They need to be like
Yeah.
bright pink on like a black floor. Like, Jesus. Yeah, anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
like the WoW ones are usually like bright red against black or something.
Yeah,
Gray.
exactly. What do you think of the stream quality, Sudwood?
It looks really nice.
Yeah,
I thought Mage was streaming for a minute.
I turned down my native resolution on my monitor. I turned it down to 720p, and it gave me
Yep.
a ton more performance. So
I don't have the upload to do 1080, so I always do like 720, 60, which ends up being
well,
less bandwidth.
not in OBS. Like literally, my monitor resolution, like it's
Oh yeah.
1440 by 900 is the default, and I turned it down to 720, which is like less than half of 1440 by 900. So it gave me a fuck ton of better performance. Let me turn on anti-aliasing. Let me turn up the view distance, and get a solid 15 frames a second. So that's good.
I'm freaked out. I'm really freaked out right now. I just watched a video
Oh,
that if you put a light bulb into your mouth, right, the
okay.
suction created by your mouth and the way your teeth are will create a vacuum, and you can't pull the light bulb out of your mouth without it shattering. A, I don't know if any of this is true. B, why did you put the light bulb in your mouth? And C, now I can't imagine myself not putting the light bulb in my mouth.
Yeah,
I'm freaking out.
I kind of want to go do it, but yeah.
I know. Now I'm like, I really am compelled, and I'm actually kind of unsettled by my own compellment. If that makes any sense, I'm like concerned about how I feel. It's really weird. That was really disconcerting.
That sounds bullshit, but it also sounds just
It's-
bullshit enough that it might be real.
It's just bullshit enough to get you to stick a light bulb in your mouth, I think. You gotta be careful of that shit. It's a trap. I almost got had. I almost had a light bulb in my mouth is why I almost...
Oh,
Oh,
Mage,
man.
did you ever manage to get those computers working?
Define working.
You installed what you needed to.
The laptop's out of the question until it has more RAM. They're aware of that, I think. The other one, I have to install Windows 7 on. I'm really salty because I fixed it, so I haven't looked at it yet. But it's due tomorrow at 6, and I think I can get it done before then. So no big deal. I hope. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna quit my job.
So we
Anyone
got
hiring us?
charged. Collect electronic orbs to defeat AoE to deal AoE damage to enemies. Damage dealt increased with more charges. We got electric. Attacking an enemy has a chance to trigger an electric surge, dealing damage and jumping to nearby enemies. Then we have feeling pumped. You have a small chance of one hit to feel epic.
Charged.
What was that?
Have you ever used charged before? I've never seen that one before.
No, I've never used charged. I'm thinking about doing that one too.
I've seen the other two.
Yeah, feeling pump's a fun one, especially if you're like,
Pumped can be fun, yeah.
especially if you're like paying attention to DPS. But I'm kind of AFK, so we're gonna do this orb one. Oh, we're in a kilowatt
What are you
world.
Ooh. Lots of electricity.
Yeah, kilowatts remind me of Pokemon.
They do. I like the sound effects they make when they die. Very morbid thing to say, but
Oh, it's just this thing I'm using. Using jQuery to try to grab the JSON data from RuneScape.
How's that going?
API. It's not going well because apparently jQuery doesn't handle the cross-site request handling. You know, so that you aren't inputting like malicious stuff from another site. You have to do it in a special way.
Yeah, man.
Apparently jQuery doesn't automatically do that for you. Which is a pain in the butt because then you have to manually write the whole like HTTP get and send stuff in JavaScript. And
This
then
is
you also have to
probably
do the JSON
Oh, check
parsing.
out that crystal power.
This is crystal power.
I just activated some crystals, and now there's a wall of fire.
It's about to have. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's probably why everyone complains about the RuneScape APIs being horrible to work with Sunwood.
Well, it's because
Sounds
they don't
like they're
give you
very badly
literally
designed.
they give you an HTTP link and shove a JSON at you.
Yeah, like I heard, they're pretty
don't
very
have-
unfriendly.
They don't have any like API that you can actually add. Like there's no JavaScript or anything you can add to your thing that they give you to make it work easy. You can't just say RuneScape.give me stats on character.
I imagine that they've, I imagine that API doesn't get worked on as much as it probably should. Sad thing about having a small team, because I often imagine what RuneScape would be like with like an add-on system like WoW has. Oh my god, I'd fucking kill for that. Everybody just went quiet, and now I'm like, did Discord shut down, or are people just being quiet? Okay.
I was investigating a news source.
I have people yelling at me, so
Oh.
not yelling, just trying to talk to me loudly. I don't want to bother anyone.
Well, that's fair. It was just sudden silence. I wasn't ready for it.
I watched some beta footage of Lightseekers today.
Oh yeah, did you look at the one
From
I sent
you,
you,
yeah.
Rich?
Yeah, from you, thank you. That was interesting. It looks like every other mobile game, but it does look well designed.
Kotaku put together a
Also, are you sure? Like
playthrough on it.
that guy sounded a lot like you. Are you sure that's not your secret identity? And you're seeing. I don't know.
I don't work for Kotaku.
I don't know. Maybe you just don't want to tell me
I'm not
that.
good enough writer.
I don't know. Just making sure. You can tell me if you're like secretly your secret identity. I won't blow it alive on the air or anything.
Yeah, it's okay. There's only us here.
Oh, okay. So that's. Never mind. It's much easier than I thought it would be.
Hit World 41. There was like a design big guy who put like a shadow thing under you, which you can move, but I'm lagging. Does some nice damage. Okay, interesting. That must have been. I can't think of which Tazar guy that was.
So, actually, this looks a lot like Tormented Rifts in Diablo 3.
Yep.
All right, I have to bring up a question. We're all tech individuals here, right?
Yes.
I just came across an advertisement on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
That's obviously fairly normal. The advertisement is for Ghostery, which obviously blocks advertising.
Yeah.
And I have Ghostery turned off on Facebook because I use it for business, and I need the business tools in Ghostery, obviously. Whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I see this advertisement for Ghostery. So, what are your feelings on the fact that this company is advertising to me, and by installing it, I'm effectively removing advertising?
Well, you gotta get their name out there. I mean, somehow. I mean, I think
also they're a tracking company. Like they're there to prevent you from being tracked, right? Like that's always been the point of Ghostery, right?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I think the main thing about Ghostery isn't necessarily the fact that, like, I did not use a web blocker for a very long time. Like I used to back in the day, and then I stopped because I was like, websites deserve to make money. And now recently I have, because it's basically gotten ridiculous where websites think they deserve way more information about you than they actually do. Like if websites just wanted to serve me ads, I would not have an ad blocker. But they want to serve me ads and then track every fucking thing I do on the web. And I think it's disgusting bullshit. Plus also web pages have gotten to the point where like you go to some web pages and it's like a 100 megabyte web page that takes like 5-6 seconds to download, and like 90% of that is just downloading their ad tracking bullshit. And yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. I agree with most of what you said. My other thing, and this is going to throw like a little conspiracy thought out there, is Ghostery, from my understanding, is out to protect your data, yet they're clearly wanting new clients to install this extension. They're looking for new clients. They're not waiting for people to come to them. They're looking for people. So what are they getting out of this?
Probably nothing good.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, that's the... Whoa, Ripper Demon, get the fuck away. That's the one good question I would say is, like, are they taking the data, like, all the data that advertisers will give them or not? Wrong term, my friend.
The fact that they're paying for advertisements is a little... That just puts a red flag in my mind. Call me cynical, but... It's just happened so many times with so many other companies.
Well, I mean, like you look at like AdBlock Plus is a great example of one of the. Like a lot of these companies are super skeevy. AdBlock Plus, you know, like literally lets you pay to not have your ads blocked by them.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Paid whitelist, which is just curated advertising, really, or VIP advertising. I don't know what you.
And like, I don't know if you saw this recently, but there's like rumors that Google is going to put ad blocking into Google Chrome, which is like I never thought I would hate ad blocking, but it's fucking terrifying to me if they do that.
They're only you know the Google like standards of advertising where you're not allowed to put like huge pop-ups and autoplay of video ads and stuff. That's the only stuff they would block.
Yeah,
like they would block autoplay video.
Things that don't mean decency. But then they get to set the decency.
Exactly. There is something extremely fucked up about the biggest internet ad agency dictating what other ad companies can do. Like,
people don't think about that.
Oh, you are right. Like I do want Anguish. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I've been praying the wrong thing. I am dumb as hell.
I didn't notice.
I was gonna say it's not like the government's gonna make any rules anytime soon.
I was using Melee literally like when I first started today, so I turned on Turmoil, and then I just never thought twice about it. You bring up a good point. I thought you meant term TRM and just misspelled it, but now I understand what you mean. Thanks for making me feel like an idiot. And by thanks, I legitimately mean it. That was really dumb of me. Let's fix that. There we go. Quick prayer now, Anguish. You saw nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I've had it on this whole time.
That's cute.
I'm a pro.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, yeah, I just like Google does extremely nefarious web advertising shit, and they don't, and also like they're also the biggest web browser out there and the biggest advertiser out there on the web, and I just think that's extremely anti-competitive, terrible territory. Like they don't deserve the ability to put in an ad blocker. Like it's just not.
Oh, but Harley, you're forgetting. Google isn't the massive company that you're saying it is. It's actually Alphabet. Remember, it's so many sub companies. It's not one giant company. What are you talking about?
Good point.
This works.
This world is it's crazier by the day. Who put a freaking portable brazier in the place of this portable range? Whoa.
This works.
Scumbags.
I'm just gonna
Well,
waste
that
some
did
of
not
these,
work.
because why not? Alright, let me throw that there.
Portables is so toxic.
Oh, it is. It really is. Let me withdraw some of these. Let me check this. What do we got? 22 elemental kills left. Alright, so we're almost caught up to Bunny. If Bunny would just slow down a little bit.
Yes, replace it. Come on.
Alright.
Why aren't you working?
So do I want to do I'm still gonna do Blood Money. Blood Money is just, I think it's a great one to have most of the time.
Yeah.
We're at like we're only at like 4 mil currency. Which is kinda, I know people like supposedly earn like 20 mil by like 60 or something. And I haven't earned that yet. I'm just kind of wondering.
What do you get from what do you end up getting from it?
You can buy. There's a new pocket slot items. They're not actually pocket slot. They added a whole new slot called sigil slot, I think.
Oh yeah, and they got rid of the wings, didn't they?
No, they didn't get rid of the wings.
I saw that on Reddit. I guess Reddit was wrong.
They are not going to get rid of the wings. They make a ton of money selling those wings.
They only need a specific slot for it. Just put in the appearance overrides.
I mean, they might have gotten rid of the I guess what was it on the? It was on the preview page before, or the inventory or the whatever. Yeah, I guess they might have removed it from there. Again, you might be right about that if that's what you mean. I just thought you meant like in general were removed, but okay.
Man, this is
So yeah, you get sigils. There's also 2 new abilities to unlock, and then also all the Slayer masks that are on Treasure Hunter are available as well.
oh, that's cool. I already have like all of them, but
Yeah, and they're fucking expensive, especially with how long it takes. It takes too long to earn anima right now, but I think we'll probably see a balance change on the anima tomorrow.
alright, wish me luck.
Good luck.
What's
No, it
happening?
didn't work. URL is not defined.
Oh no, he's trying to do website stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be a problem.
Got a bronze challenge complete. Not sure what for. Think making it to 45. Really? I don't know. I did all 3 of my challenges through the challenge portal. So I didn't even look at what they were. I just did them.
I changed the name of a variable, then didn't change it back. That's all I was supposed to do.
Noob.
I know.
So I don't know if you saw this on Reddit, but like supposedly like scavenging is like ridiculous here. Like it just activates all the time. Are these siege beasts in the game anywhere else? I've only ever seen them as a legendary
Yes.
pet. Okay.
As a legendary pet.
Okay.
I think they might be from a mini game or something. I can look up where siege beasts. It might have been from an event or something, like a world event.
I'd love to see like every legendary pet. in this game.
Okay, it's coming back to me. I think those were from World Event 1, and they were catapults on the Zamorak side. Could be wrong. I'm gonna look up World Event 1.
This is annoying me. Why is Jagex so terrible?
I just completed a bronze Shattered World Challenge 2 bunny, so I don't know what it
Jeez.
was for, to be honest. Interact with pets. Emotes.
That's crazy.
Yes, I lift. Scavenging is crazy in God Wars 2. Wait for a large group of like 30 or team up before they run off and hit corruption on them. Such sweet rewards. Yeah, and I think it's very similar in here, right? So sweet. My fucking legendary pet's finally an adult. We made it. Look at that. I got level 108 range. My legendary pet grew up into a big boy. Shit's good. I think that one person just showed up, told me my prayer was wrong, and then left.
Possibly.
Probably realized that was terrible.
So I can't watch this.
I mean, yeah. I'm definitely half AFK in this, but that's because I think that's the benefit of this for streaming is we can just. Oh, you're still here. That's good. You didn't leave because I was terrible. That makes me feel better about myself.
Can confirm though, definitely terrible.
I can confirm that too.
This.
I'm a bad kid.
I'm a tired person. I'm ready for bed. Gotta do a show tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe. Why
Like-
maybe?
Depends on if people show up.
I'll be there. We can talk about what we talked about tonight if we want to.
Yeah, if you're there, there'll be a show.
I would if I didn't have work. Fun.
Cancel work.
Understandable.
Oh, I can't do a long show tomorrow because I gotta do the show with David, and then I have
It's all right.
therapy
I
at
just
night
need
too.
someone
so
to get me going, really.
fair.
That's the hardest part. Is just getting it going. Right now, the hardest part is staying awake.
Tomorrow's show
Trying to
with
squeeze in a
David
little bit.
should be interesting.
Looking forward to
It's
it.
gonna be detailed packed.
Should come out this Thursday.
Yeah.
The Wonder Bar is back.
They're doing a.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You know what I was gonna say about the Chicken Chance Tuesday? This is definitely. I'm starting to feel more and more like this was on purpose. They had lava lanterns and Prismania after announcing Double XP weekend for the first time
Yeah.
ever.
That's why I said in the chat. Do you think that we're gonna have more Double XP weekends because they want to cash in on Treasure Hunter?
Oh, I didn't see that comment. I don't know about that, but I think what we are going to have is Prismania and Lava Lantern like promotions before Double XP weekend now instead of after. I think
That's
that's
probably in their best interest, money-wise.
I would say so too. It's hard to tell though. Like,
don't answer that question because I'm gonna ask it again on the show tomorrow. But think about it because I'm gonna ask that question on the show tomorrow.
okay,
Because I realized that I'm like, yeah, they didn't used to announce that like beforehand, did they?
yeah, you and I talked about that a few.
Yeah. And then it just popped into my head. Maybe we're gonna see a paradigm shift here as far as how bonus XP weekends are dealt with. I think they might become more common. And my reasoning behind that thought would be because they want to cash in on the microtransactions that can go along with those that get people, you know,
Maybe,
people
and
see
but
bonus XP, they get all excited.
I also
all
feel like
frantic.
it's about time, to be honest. Like,
I'm not against it. I'm just posing a
Yeah.
scenario here, surely.
so I have
and
3
more
negatives to
come.
pick from here. We have combustion. Some enemies will spawn patches of fire around them. Don't get burned. Volcanic. Some enemies will spawn volcanic eruptions around them. Freezing. Some enemies will spawn freezing balls around them. Get caught and you'll get frozen.
That sounds cool. Literally.
I don't know which one to pick. Jesus. Fire? Alright, I guess we'll go with combustion then.
I agree, Killer Bunny. I think that the September/October double XP weekend is probably still going to be on. I think this is them starting to do bonus XP weekends at a more frequent interval. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised.
So Killer
at all
Bunny
if-
said,
Mhm.
Merch did a video about gains and GE money making if you don't know him. he actually thinks that there'll still be another beacon at the end of September. I think that's guaranteed. Like the way Jagex talked about the double XP weekend, it wasn't like a replacement. It was like, here's a new special thing.
Yeah.
Like just for this expansion. Now, whether or not they'll be more frequent, I think it's possible, but has yet to be seen. But yeah, I absolutely there's going to be one in September.
I think it's not out of the question that with each expansion we might see a bonus XP weekend.
I think doing one every quarter would be about right in my opinion.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, honestly, it would be good for the fucking economy too, because like prices skyrocket for double XP weekend. It would be good if that was if prices were just more constantly higher. You know what I mean? Like,
it would drive me nuts as I'm trying to buy these skills. But yeah.
Well, sure, but
totally
think
agree.
about
It would be
when
good
you're
for the
making.
economy overall.
I mean, you're not doing divination anymore, but like, if you're training a gathering skill or something, that's
for
where
sure.
the benefit comes
It's
in.
good for it is definitely good for the economy. I was just complaining
Yeah.
about a personal problem of mine.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I agree. Don't forget they might do pay to win promo on pro. Oh, they definitely will.
Yeah.
Might is out of the question. It's definitely.
And the thing is, that's been like a thing for a while, right? It's the new precedent is the XP, so you can basically have a triple XP weekend if you want. If you spend enough money, like if you spend enough money yesterday on the promo, on a Prismania promo, you could have basically a triple XP weekend, which is kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
bit,
if
but-
whales want to do that, they can go for it. Honestly,
Yeah, sure, so.
XP events, in my opinion, are the least harmful to the game. It's not like elite. Like up until last November, I would have said elite skilling outfits were some of the most harmful. Now that they're putting them in the game, it's not. But like the stuff that's actually OP and like game breaking like that is what I have a problem with.
Yeah.
The permanent boost.
Locking actual like game enhancing items behind a paywall is literally pay to win.
Yeah.
Like that's the definition of pay to win, and that's what they need to shy away from. And I think they understand that, and that's why even with this update, we saw Slayer masks get introduced to the game.
Yep.
They clearly know what's right and what's wrong here because they're doing the right thing because it's what we've been asking for, and they know it's the right thing to do. It's just a matter of them actually being consistent about this in the future. We just have to hold them accountable, and I think they will. I think there is value to the amount of incessant complaining that comes out of Reddit. I think there is some value to that.
So I have another negative only
Yeah.
mutator option here. Some enemies will
Rockfall sounds horrible.
It does. So we have freezing again. We have rockfall. Some enemies will spawn rockfalls around them. Don't get crushed. And we have volcanic again. I have no idea what to pick.
I want volcanic because that sounds awesome to watch.
Bunny says, I did freezing and anticipated in freedom a lot.
Yeah, do volcanic. That sounds badass.
Or
I see you hovering over freezing.
fine, I'll do volcanic.
Do what you want. No, do what you want.
Nope.
It's okay.
And if I die, it's your fault.
That's not my fault.
We have volcanic Ripper Demons. I repeat, we have volcanic Ripper Demons. Oh god, we're up at level 70 now. Shit's actually starting to get up there for once.
I love that they reused like Tarthiad and the Eastern lands and all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was funny, Mage, that you were talking in chat about how this definitely used the same engine as the Arc, considering the fact that I was talking about that in my first stream earlier in the day. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
So, the most irritating part of this is that when you use the
Okay,
API
volcanic
too
is a pain in the ass.
much, it gives you the same error as if you put in the wrong parameters.
So you don't get any valid information as to what's wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very frustrating.
Well, that should turn
I
off.
feel
I don't
it.
have auto attack
I
turned
feel
on.
bad.
What'd you say, Mitch?
You were getting... I feel bad
Why?
that you're suffering through this.
If I could just figure out this one thing, it'd be easy. Just a pain in the butt.
I can help. I can ask Shadow for help.
Oh, no, can you just, I'm gonna PM you a link. Could you click it
Okay.
and tell me what you get?
Why doesn't volcanic show up?
Trojan.
My only problem with the volcanic is you can't actually tell where they're going to hit. Oh wait, no, maybe you can. Maybe I was wrong. Okay,
Here's the reply.
it is showing me green arrows on the ground. What's up, Ripper
I figured
Demon?
that was not gonna make you happy.
Well, that means that I didn't put in the parameters right, but that only happens because I added the last one, the callback equals question mark. But you need that for jQuery to be able to get the JSON data.
JSON. JSON.
Like if I take away
JSON.
that, it gives me the right thing. But
I'm so
jQuery doesn't
thirsty.
like that.
Go get some water, dude.
I need some water. I just don't want to get up, but I really need some water. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Sounds good. That Ripper Demon not okay, it died. And this area here looks like this is the one from the Light Within, that elf area in the Light Within that you go to, whatever city that, whatever world that is, where the elves are from. I'm pretty sure that's where they pulled this.
Tarthia?
Oh, okay. MageBit said Tarthia. See, I don't even know the names of places. Yeah, that place. I figured MageBit might have already said it. I'm terrible with names.
Why is this so...
Another negative. Hungry food heals. Oh yeah, I saw the food heals for 1/2. One.
Does that include Cerebrus?
That's what Bunny is questioning in chat, and I would bet that it
Knowing
does.
Jagex, it probably doesn't.
I would say it probably does, but I mean maybe you're knowing
It
Jagex
depends on
comment.
who QA'd it.
Well, I guess that's fair. It's just that, yeah. I mean, I think the thing is, Jagex knows how popular Cerebrus are.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, I get you.
What's something else that heals and isn't usual? Huh.
Oh, so these are my positive modifiers. These are my negative modifiers, and this is my negative modifiers again. I don't understand why it's there twice, but now I understand that.
Because they want you to see it. They really want you to see it.
You should tie OBS to your Twitch or something so it turns purple when you're streaming.
Oh, you mean Discord?
To Discord, yeah.
It should do. Mine does it automatically as soon as I open OBS.
What are you talking to me about that?
Yeah, so you turn purple.
I thought, yeah, it usually does. I wonder if it's
You're green for me.
I wonder if it's because I have it opened in two. I have it open on 2 computers, so I wonder if that's affecting it.
Yeah, that's probably
Maybe.
it.
Probably. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I pull up. I have live chat open on one computer.
It normally happens, and I'm happy.
Shit.
I'm gonna be.
Oh crap! Here's
Why?
here's another legendary pet.
Huh? What?
The one that looks like the current legendary.
Oh,
pet.
the Colossus Mark 1.
Yeah.
Look at it go. That's pretty colors too. That's like not the default coloring for it, I don't think. Whew, I am like ready to sleep.
I wonder when I'm gonna see a big Drake.
Oh god, that would be funny. I really hope they are. And you know what? I really hope they're in like a group of like 20 of them.
I hope the old school clan avatars show up in like World 200.
That would be funny. Yeah, if they snuck in any like funny little like cameos, that would be great.
Yeah, so far all I've seen is the J mods.
Let's see if that will work.
Oh,
Probably it won't.
goodness.
They can't do anything right, but we'll see.
The bleed heal of of I don't even know how to pronounce that word. I wonder if that has been will be have. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, I wonder if if they have stuff like Guthis' blessing as well.
Hmm.
I mean, it does say food, so I think like bleed effects might be safe. But then again, I guess Ceratom and Bruise technically aren't food, so maybe I would be wrong about them probably being affected too. Checkpoint reached. I wish they would make this bank heal you. Like,
did they say they weren't going to? Because people have raised that as a problem.
I know people have raised it. They haven't said that. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I feel like they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't, but I feel like they're not going to because you're like in the area. But to me, it's like, it's not like it's actually. It's just a convenience thing. It's not like you're like making it harder for me. You're just making it less convenient if it doesn't heal. You know.
Yeah. Great Gunkin.
We'll see if that works.
Indeed,
Don't
we will.
think it will, though. Needless to say, unsurprisingly, Jagex has no idea what they're doing.
What?
Yeah.
You dare say that about Jamflex? The greatest company there ever was.
Yeah, because they have no idea what they're doing.
Blood money. We're doing blood money again because we always do blood money. Well, this world's pretty. Oh wait,
What's the first thing you're gonna unlock?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably the ranged ability. But I think that's longbow, and I think dual wield range is still the best. So I don't even. Maybe a Slayer mask. Actually, no. Probably no. The item, the Slayer XP boosting item. That's gonna be it for me, I think.
Gotcha. Slayer sigil.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see Shadow Mage, ask him how he manages to get JSON data from the Runescape API.
Sure.
Because this is not working how it should. Because
Nerd alert. That's right, I just went there.
I just said to him, we are building a RuneScape fitness app, long story, having trouble with Jason. So, I'll see what he has to say. I already asked him for help a while ago, before I even knew you were gonna be helping me. So he already asked me what I needed, so now hopefully he'll just be able to answer the question. He's done it before. He's made like fucking signatures and stuff.
Fatty says, I feel like this is going to up the cost of consumables. You mean like
Good.
the GE cost? Maybe. I don't know
the feed me option here is pretty good. Like, if you and people don't eat food anymore anyway, don't they? Like,
well, in here you have to.
Oh, okay. Is that the case?
Well, like, I mean, you can use defensives, but like at like World 120, like basically the way Dave was talking, he has a friend at World 120, and I'm guessing when David says friend, he means someone who's super good at PVM, and he's basically eating an entire pack yak every 5 floors, and that person theoretically knows what they're doing. So like, it's just
fair enough.
Yeah, hard to survive.
wait.
Yeah, I feel like cost of consumables might go up some, but I don't know how popular this update's going to be. I mean, I hope it's popular, but right now there's no reason to redo floors, which is kind of a problem, and I hope they fix that quickly. I think if they fix that, then you could be right. You know, like when AOD came out, the price of everything went up for a good long while. And like when the warden comes out, like if you want a good way to make money, buy a bunch of food and Sarah brews this double XP weekend, and then once the warden comes out, sell them. You'll make a killing.
Is the warden a definite this year?
I believe so. I mean,
Wow.
it was pulled as part
Who
of
lost
this
one
year. We had 2 last year.
Did we? Where were they?
Telos.
Oh yeah,
and
God War's Dungeon has a lot of bosses.
Yeah. Well, I'm counting the 4 main ones kind of together. One
Yeah.
update.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So this
those
is getting
PDMs.
data.
I didn't eat till after 90. That it's basically shield camping. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are doing that. I just think like I don't know how far up you are skills, but like once you get to like 110, 120, just your accuracy goes down so fucking much. And I think that's what hurts and makes you eat a fuck ton is that you're not hitting shit. And plus they're just pouring out damage so quickly. Like it's so hard. You can't like solo aggro in here. Like you can in some other places. But maybe if you're a good I'm obviously not good at shield camping. I haven't even been trying it in here, so I can't really speak much to that. I'm at 107 and I'm splashing a fuckload. Yeah. I hope they change that soon. It seems too soon.
Slashing's no fun.
Well, yeah. I don't even mind it. Like we've been talking about, we need some way to increase accuracy. If you want accuracy to be the game here, you need to give us like drops from lower levels that give us higher accuracy.
I should rephrase that. Helplessly slashing is no fun. When
Yes.
there's nothing you can do to get better, and you just have to deal with it. That's frustrating, and not a fun mechanic.
Totally agree.
I mean, that's also that's straight up the words of like Jagex circa when they introduced the even before EOC when they made health points go from 990, they were like, we're sick of seeing misses constantly, and we want to be able to do more exciting things with numbers. And I think the same can be said for this scenario. Splashing constantly is boring. Do different things.
Yeah. Totally agree. Kind of want to pull up viewer numbers and see how many people we have watching. 10 people watching. Holy crap, nice.
We had like 13 a little while ago.
Because this content is popular.
Mm-hmm. How can it not be? You have a giant ape and a giant freaking like elf creature on screen at the same time.
I thought you were going to say I have an untrimmed Slayer cape, but you know, okay.
That's pretty cool too.
Got that.
But nothing beats fighting giant ape followed by giant crystal elf.
I feel like I need to show off my outfit. Look at this. I got my untrimmed Slayer cape. I got my dragon armor. I got my 2005 Christmas scarf on. Classic.
I like the Robin Hood at the most.
Yeah.
That's what really does it for me.
It does. I need to keep some ranger boots to finish the outfit off. I just haven't.
Yeah, you do.
I just haven't spent the money yet because I have to buy keepsake keys.
I still have a bunch of pity keepsake keys for when they took the ability away from us to buy them with loyalty points.
Yeah, I just recently finished all those off.
I only use them mainly for master capes.
I think the last thing I used them on was that disco outfit. Oh crap! I am maxed out and I'm still killing stuff. What am I doing? Huh! My timer is up to lots.
Oh, Jagex, you're so bad at integers.
Right? Jeez. Okay. Wish I could give keys away. I don't use them. Wow.
I wish I could take keys.
From you.
I'd use them.
It would honestly. Keepsake keys should be tradable, in my opinion.
Yeah, Yeah, why not? I don't care.
Food deals half the health. The longer you stand still, the more damage you'll take. What? Or honorable. You deal more damage to enemies and take more from enemies at range. We're going to do honorable. Since there are a bunch of invisible walls. It's funny that they sell honorable as a positive perk, because it's like more like neutral than positive. I don't think they have a neutral perk nomenclature, though. Keep taking my untrimmed summoning cape. I was pretty happy with it. Yeah. That's the first thing I spent a keepsake key on too. Was this Slayer cape?
Oh, mage.
Yes.
I don't know if I told you this, but in WoW, every single item you ever collect for your character basically has a keepsake for a trivial amount of money.
Yeah,
That's
WoW.
pretty cool.
WoW does. This system is in my opinion, harder to wrap its head around than in RuneScape, because it's not. Well, it may change in Warlords, but it's not like a UI in the interface. It's like freaking.
Oh no, they added a UI in the interface.
Okay, well then it's better
like,
now.
There's a complete like outfit collection UI, and then you build an outfit in that, and then you like save it as a set, and then whenever you go to the NPC that does it, you just select the set look that you want and hit apply.
But okay, so you still have to go to an NPC for it.
Well, yeah, to pay the gold.
Gotcha.
But it's a lot better than having to actually have the item and like dragging it into the slot.
Because they couldn't have just taken the gold from your account. You had to go to the NPC to give them the gold.
I think.
Well,
Jagex. Blizzard likes to stick in in lore.
NPCs.
Yeah, exactly. They're very much about
I'm not
that.
saying there's anything wrong with it. I just thought it was a funny defense.
If you pick Explode Manipulator and you're melee, you're screwed. Yeah, pretty much. So is the Slayer contract worth it? Well, I've had the Slayer contract for like 3 to 4 hours, or maybe 2 to 3 hours, and I still haven't completed it. So they take forever to complete. So I don't.
Do you get XP upon completion, or do you get XP per kill?
Pretty sure it's upon completion. I haven't seen any Slayer XP pop up, but I haven't been looking super close. But
okay, if it's upon completion, then that's pretty rough. If it's multiple hours.
yeah, it's just because I haven't seen any elementals. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it might be a while from now. We'll figure out what floors stuff is on more often than not.
And you can like,
and then you can
rush
min-max
those
them.
floors repeatedly.
Yeah, exactly. But right now they don't seem super worth it. Yeah, it's a specific enemy. Right now, I have to kill elemental enemies. So not like specifically one.
Harambe doesn't count.
Yeah, Harambe does not count.
Sorry for resurrecting a dead meme. Shame upon my family.
If only you could resurrect Harambe.
I know. Oh, you saw through my ruse. And you went for it.
Yeah, so it's not like as specifically where they won't say like kill Maligant Ceradoma sages, but they will say like kill this type of monster.
Let's see if that works. Come on.
Come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. If anybody can tell me what song I was just referencing, I will be impressed.
What do you mean, you stupid thing?
I'll give that like a minute, and then I've probably forgotten. But if I remember, I'll say who that was. MageBit is hopefully a fan. I don't know how big of a rap fan MageBit is though.
I have a very specific taste in rap music, very specific styles. I like mainly old school rap. I also like rap from like the early 2000s, probably because I was a teenager and that's just ingrained upon my memory.
Yeah, I like
But,
I like most rap.
I like fast rap that has a lot of
Oh,
rhyme.
yeah.
Like that's what I respect in rap is your ability to flow and rhyme more less than sing.
So I heard you can bring a cannon. Yes, you can bring a cannon. I have not brought one yet, but you definitely can. And I'm guessing Mage isn't a Jay-Z fan, but I'm a Jay-Z fan. And
Jay-Z. I particularly liked Jay-Z and Linkin Park's mashup album from the mid to late early, like 2000, mid to late early. How do you like that one? From like 2004.
so I'm gonna do
Collision Course.
I'm gonna do electric on this one. And that might have been your guess for the song. No, I was quoting Old Dirty Bastard. There is who that quote was. So MageBit should have known it if he likes classic rap.
Oh, I heard that new track by MageBit.
ODB's the shit. Let's just be honest.
Not many people have heard that new track by MageBit. That is not complete at all.
I don't think I've heard it.
I made progress on that the other day, though. It's sounding better.
Maybe I'll bring my cannon after this just to fuck around.
And worse.
It's probably. I mean, I don't know that the cannon's actually worth it bringing, but I think I have one in the back.
Cannon these.
Yeah.
How long before they take cannons out, do you think?
I don't think they'll have to. Cannons are not very powerful in EOC, so like it's honestly not an issue.
Well, you
All
do
right.
give up a lot of inventory for it.
I still saw the best thing in the world the other
What'd
day
you
that
say?
I feel like I have
What'd
to
you say,
share.
Sudwood?
I said you do give up a lot of inventory for a cannon.
Yeah, you give up a lot of inventory, and they do like 600 damage per hit. Like, it's just not really a problem.
Even
And
a
it-
royal cannon?
Oh yeah, and range is way better. Yeah, even a royal cannon.
Wow, that sucks.
They are basically the only use for them is to defend your spot if you're doing something like Slayer. Like I'll carry a cannon with me if I'm going to a high populated Slayer area, just so that I can defend it from crashers. Because if a crasher shows up, I just drop my cannon. I don't even talk anymore. I just drop my fucking cannon, and I wait for them to leave. It usually takes about 10-15 minutes, and they bounce. Pro tip right there. Because I am the kind of person I care about my spot more than I care about XP an hour. Like I care about the fact that I was on this world first. Like I will make your life hell to make you leave before I will leave a world. To be
Called
honest.
righteous indignation, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So finish off
Right.
World 50, wondering if I should open the cracked chest now. So my understanding, Bunny, is that streaking has nothing to do with what is in the chest. You could literally open the chest every single time and get the same amount of rewards. This I could be wrong, but this is my understanding. Streaking is only there as a way to compete against your friends / the community. It's not actually something that gives you better rewards. I don't know if anybody out there has different info, but that's my understanding.
Yeah, my understanding is it's a set reward. You get a bonus when it's the first to your personal best, but you like beyond it being your personal best, it's the same every time. So the first time you get to every level, you get that. But I don't know if there's a modifier on the chest. I can look it up. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Lou, into the wikia of it. So, Shattered Worlds real quick.
Go
I'm
for
trying
it.
to figure out the chests here.
God, I do really love this music, though.
It is pretty great.
It's turned down lower than it was today because all of your voices, well, my headphones volume is lower. It's probably about the same as it was for chat. Oh, I'm completing this world so I can just bounce. I'm so bad at like noticing that I've completed a world.
Oh, honorable. You what? I'm sorry?
I'm so bad at noticing I completed a world sometimes because I'm distracted by talking. I'm gonna see if this giant thing counts as a. Nope, it doesn't count as an elemental.
It's called the Cracked Chest, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Alright, so we got Vampiric, Feeling Pump, and Power Grows. Kill an enemy with a chance to buff some of your stats. I'm gonna go with feeling pumped.
Yeah, from what I'm reading here, there's no modifier attached to those chests. It's just a cash out as a checkpoint base. You could die and go back to that point and get the rewards for that point. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's basically a checkpoint.
Good to know. Which is kind of weird, but I think the one thing
It is weird.
The chest does give you a pet chance. I know that's one thing that I kind of like that there's no.
Wonder if there's a hidden pet chance, like hidden pet chance modifier.
Maybe, but I kind of like that there's no bonus for streaking because streaks also do not carry through logouts. So like the content is very much designed where you can just do 5 levels and then bounce, which I think is very healthy way to design it. You know, for people who don't have a lot of time.
Yes, augmented gear will level up in Shattered Worlds.
Yes, gear degrades and levels up and all that stuff as normal with as it would in the overworld. Deaths are safe unless you carry. You can die if you carry like poisoning or like sometimes if you leave right as you get hit, that damage will carry into the outside world and you can die. Some hardcore Iron Men have been dying, so just PSA, be careful there. If you're a hardcore Iron Man, I would say don't do this for the next few days, maybe a week until that gets patched because you don't want to lose your account, something like that. And also, if you did lose your account, they'll probably give it back to you, but don't risk having to go through that trouble because it's not an easy thing to get fixed.
I gotta prepare.
You are
prepare
not
for sleep
prepared.
world.
I got a message about trying to open it. You can improve your loot by advancing through more Shadow World. Yeah, that's because you just get more loot as you go. Like, it's not worded very well. But, I mean...
It's Jagex? Ambiguous wording?
Yeah.
No.
Just more loot gets added to the chest every 5 worlds you do.
Yeah. There's a modifier in that sense, or a multiplier in that sense.
Yeah. But it doesn't...
Anything else, if there is, we're unaware. Like, the wiki doesn't know, we don't know, only Jagex knows. Maybe some playtesters.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Bunny. Maybe they thought they were going to have a modifier and then changed their mind near the end of development and didn't remove that message. That is a good point. Or maybe we are all wrong. But I even saw Mod Deg talking on Reddit, and he didn't say like there is no modifier, but he said
term.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead. The term cracked chest is not even mentioned. Sorry, go ahead.
Deg basically said that. Oh shit! I'm getting hit hard here. He said the streaking is there only to compete with your friends. He didn't say there is no modifier, but just saying that to me gave evidence that there is no modifier.
Which means that, there could have at one point been that, but
yeah,
it's very well possible that they didn't have time to. It sounds like there's a bunch of stuff they didn't have time to add in because it was already delayed.
I think, I think the modifiers. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I think it's honestly good not to have one. I think you can design content that way, but I would rather to me things like this. I mean, I guess some of them have modifiers the longer you stay alive, but to me it's about pushing the higher levels, and that's where their focus of balance should be, and about starting from the beginning again and pushing to the top, but not necessarily making it without dying or something. We just made it through there.
All right, well, I'm gonna wrap up. I gotta head to bed because I'm going to be up early to start the RuneScape Weekly podcast at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time.
Yeah, this is probably a good place to end it. I should get off too and get ready for bed. So thank you all very much for watching. Make sure to follow the channel if you can. We have a bunch of stuff up on YouTube. If you are new, we do a podcast a few times a week that you can check out on our YouTube or any podcast thing out there. It's called RuneScape Weekly. I host a specific thing on there called PVM Perspective that basically me and a really smart dude who knows basically everything there is to know about PVM talk about what to do, how to min-max things like 120 Slayer. We're about to release an episode on affinity and accuracy, so if those kind of things interest you, please check it out, and we will probably be back streaming. We'll be live tomorrow morning for the podcast, and then I don't know when I'll stream more Shattered Worlds. Maybe tomorrow. I think I'll have time tomorrow. Actually, no, I won't have time tomorrow, but probably Thursday I will probably stream some more Shattered Worlds, and maybe tomorrow if I can squeeze it in, but I have a busy day, so who knows if it'll work out. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night, everybody, and good luck. Actually, I gotta open this chest first and see if we get the pet. Don't wanna.
Good luck.
Don't wanna
Pet
lose
chance.
that. Pet chance.
Yeah, stop streaming and then get the pet. That would be funny.
Yeah. Give me something. Nope.
Nothing.
How much anima did I get? Can't even tell. I hate that it doesn't even like give you a number. Okay, so how much anima? What am I'm at about 6 million anima. So we made 4 million this stream. That's pretty good. All right. Anyways,
Nice.
thank you very much for watching, everybody. Good luck on your grind in the Shadow Worlds, and I will catch you soon.
Happy escaping.